Alright, kittens, we're back with another motherfucking Ace Attorney. Because I thought there was only going to be like 4 episodes, because, you know, it was kind of wrapping up like the DL6 incident, all that. So I was like, yeah, that'll be it. No, there's an episode 5. There is an episode 5. After we finish Ace Attorney, though, like this, if this episode is actually truly the last episode, we will, sorry, I'm fixing my hair. We will move on to another game and then mix, because I want to mix it up, right? And then we'll do the second Ace game, for sure. Because I actually really enjoy it, so, yeah. So episode 5, I thought it was gonna, I really, truly thought, because it was even giving, like, yeah, end of series, little, whatever, end of game, with the whole photo and shit. No, okay. I don't need all that. Holy flashbang. Murder. 2 murderers. Okay. Quite an intro. Did they stab the plushie? I won't tolerate that. Okay. So if that silhouette looks familiar to any characters you're running, y'all write it down. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. Come back. I can't do it. I cannot be an Ace Attorney without Maya. 2 months without a single trial. Okay. Maybe we fell off. I think we fell off. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. That girl. February 22nd. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? What the fuck is this? Are they trying to replace my goat, Maya? You can't replace her. My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. So about that. It's settled in. She understands now. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. She works in the afterlife. She's in the office. Her ghost is still here, unless she's attached to Mia. Or sorry, Maya. Fuck. But like, it's just a little old me. Sorry to disappoint. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Never mind, we did not fall off. In fact, I've risen up. What do you mean, the Phoenix Wright? T-H-E, all caps. The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? That's me. Yeah. He's innocent. I did all that. I did it. Got Von Karma thrown in prison because I hate that motherfucker and I hope he's rotting. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense. That's me. We are undefeated. Dude, our first trial was this tutorial. We didn't even lose that, and then it's only been up. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time! But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Are they trying to replace her? I will not accept replacing. I love Maya. I'm Team Maya. I'm sure this lady is perfectly fine, but I'm Team Maya. You can't outdo the doer. I am seeing the parallels, though. Maya, could it be? And she does just kind of look like Maya. I don't know if it's the same face syndrome thing, but... Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much! My name's Emma. Emma Sky. Okay, I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Okay, that's cool. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right! Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. You're still a baby. Trust. Trust. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. Wow, she's on that motherfucking grind, though. My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less. Okay, humble brag. So what exactly is your current position, then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job. At my age, no less. Great, another future professional in trading. Okay, good for her, good for her. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't, but would she stab them with a machete? Or any other of the viable a spear, even. Any of the other stabbable things. I don't like that you, were with the knife. So, it's a murder case. That's my specialty. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How does she know Mia? Okay. Are they like cousins or something? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for her lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Well, how do you know Mia? My sister asked for Mia specifically, but this Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. I think we hit a sore spot already. We've been talking to her for about 5 minutes. And we've already hit a sore spot. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parent? Oh, Phoenix. You should know better than to ask about parents. You're in a Japanese game. They don't exist. They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Bad Phoenix. Okay. See her sister. Oh, I thought that was the sister. Like, what the fuck? Are they twins? I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. What did you not want to raise this year, Shit, ma'am. What was that all about? She's mysterious. Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? I don't know. You're the one who stabbed somebody, allegedly, so, like... Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Hey. Phoenix, right? I'll be your defender lawyer. That's me. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Why am I getting pulled in the middle of it? I was just like, yeah, I'll help. I didn't know there was all this going on. I didn't know there was bad blood and shit. Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor. Whoa, chief prosecutor. Whoa, you're a prosecutor? Okay, girl boss. That's what's up. That's what's up. 2 sisters, 1 a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? No. No such thing as coincidence. Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... I don't want to replace Maya. I will sue Capcom. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Hey, let's talk to her. What happened, girl? There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Eh? You? You're the suspect! Well, wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:50. That's in red. Write that down. Archive it. 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? Oh, Phoenix, you always know what to say, honey. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a If it's Pookie Bear, if it's Boppy, I swear to God, I will turn this fucking game off right now. I will turn this car around! You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. It truly does. I mean, I know it wasn't her. It's never, like, with Ace Attorney, it's never that open and shut. They're never going to give you easy cases like that. Like, please be for real. So, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. It's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor. Right? The only prosecutor I got on my mind is Edgeworth. Just know that one. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Why are you such a... Are you that... Like, is your ego that big? I understand I'm in the lawyer role, but damn, I got other things going on. Like... Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? Cut myself by accident when I stabbed him. I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. You'd think she would be, considering she's the chief prosecutor. You see these cases all the fucking time. You wouldn't learn a thing or two about a thing or two, you know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Yeah, talk to me about her. I miss her. I miss Mia. I miss my wife, Sonic. Like, you were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the others. She's not like other girls. She's not like other lawyers. Yuri? We got all the yaoi. Are we getting Yuri? Oh, the holy trinity. Fuck it. We'll find out what the 3rd one is. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to Yuri! I'd like to thank Capcom and God and the Yuri gods. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Good for you! Very proud of you! Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. Just because you're admitting it doesn't do you... Throwback to the Edgeworth trial. He admitted guilt. He didn't even do it. So, this is easy cakes. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! Oop, that's... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I don't want to be in between the sister spat. I can go get like a coffee. You want something from the vending machine? Like, I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? I mean, it's pretty easy to say the words. This isn't a laughing matter. Someone died. If I lose you, I'll be all alone. You got me. You can always come work reception at my desk. I hate you, Lana. Ooh. Oh, is she gonna run off too to really like seal the deal on that one? Okay. Hey, don't turn your— I didn't do anything. Don't turn your back on me. Mr. Wright. Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. Is that like, are you giving me consent to be your lawyer? You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. But see, I don't understand why, like, I understand, like, maybe the evidence is, like, pinned against her, but why would you admit it if you didn't do it? Or was it, like, a self-defense thing, and she doesn't want to say? Who knows? Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's... Don't bark. I love you. Please don't bark. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. True, and so soon. It's only been 2 months. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. Okay, people can do a 180. Think about Edgeworth. Think about Edgeworth. Maybe something about going down the prosecutor route just changes people. First Edgeworth, now her. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. You have anything to say about it? Okay. No, you don't. To the underground parking lot. Getting real Resident Evil 2 vibes. Guy who's only ever played Resident Evil 2. Every time I think about an underground parking lot, I just think Resident Evil 2. God, I miss Leon. So this is a lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. She's never in his life visited the prosecutor. You fun God? Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. She wants to get ahead of the curve. I get it. No harm in saying hello. That's not saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? I want you. I don't even need to see his eyes. Please don't be the murderer. But I want you. I'm easily charmed. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch or something no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies side down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Maybe I don't want him. I don't know. I'm having conflicting feelings. This sprite's kind of giving me the ick right now. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? I think I'm getting the ick. Hold on. Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? Is this a fucking threat? Why are you role-playing and cosplaying as a Western? What's this guy talking about? Get along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. I don't know. I'm going in between icked out and like, oh yeah, I want him. So We'll see. As this episode progresses, we'll see. Unless he's the murderer. Never discount anybody. Never count anybody out. Anybody could have done. She could have done it. Like, was that Ombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West. It seems. It's kind of funny. Okay. Aha! A ladder! That's a step. I'm getting flashbacks. This is like the exact same conversation we had with Maya. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. You'll never be Maya. Here, a phone! Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. Is this just like a replay of when we went, was it episode 3? When we were at the studio? Just touch on the camera and shit? I don't know. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey! What'd you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Is that a wallet? What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Well, wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. How much money is there? There seems to be something inside. How much dough? I need to know. Wallet hastily stuffed into pocket. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. Okay, I'm staring at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. This is like Resident Evil 2. Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. Okay. Is this the victim? This is the police department guy. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. I don't care about the ID number. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Okay. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Oh god, they've added a new mechanic. I feel the walls closing in. This wall is on our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. Okay, I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stake. Whatever you want to do, I'm not going to stop you. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. No, you can go see your sister at the detention center. What? I'm not suspicious. We'll see about that one. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this one down. Oh, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe, you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he... Mr. Relativity, are you sure that was his name? Oh my fucking god. Baby, stay in school. That's all I can say. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. Write that down. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think it's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. She's actually... Okay, she's a little bit annoying. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Fuck, Phoenix, God! He right, though. Look, a door. This must mean something. That you can open it and go through it. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Okay. Now we slide on over. Nice car. Wow. Well, not time to waste. Let's go hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Love the little western music that starts playing. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Gah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? My God. Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles? What the fuck is a vittle? About time for vittles? What the fuck ever? Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza. Sorry. You like. Sorry. My fucking brain's malfunctioning. I'm still on the vittles thing. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Yeah, right. Who hired this man? Note to self. Look up vittles saloon cerveza. I only want to know. Actually, I'm going to Google that because I genuinely want to know what that means. What is vittles? Minus AI because we don't do that shit here. Variant spelling of victual. Often humorous term for food, provisions, or sustenance. I ain't never heard that. And I live in that down here, so like someone's lying. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. No, the prospectors. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Oh my goodness. Already quite a cast of characters. Great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, were you two all set? Us? Who's you? Oh. Whoa. Whoa, mama. We're good. We were just leaving. I like the little onigiri on her. That looks delicious. Whoa, mama. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Where there's people, there's money to be made. And you know, you can always guarantee there's people at a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes. Oh, it's delicious. Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passersby. Oh, are you officers? I'm whatever you want me to be, I'm gonna be honest. No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. What the fuck does that mean? You bad as hell, but what the fuck is cough-up queen? Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are slow. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, she's evil now. I'm referring to the murder. The stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Is she the witness? You can't make me pit two baddies against each other. Two beautiful queens. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you want. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering out my heels. Me next, me next, me next. Arr. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, indeed. So, it more often? Dinner on me? Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. That sounds delicious. I love salmon. One thing about me. Destiny was yesterday special for some reason. You're a defense attorney, right? You should know them. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. Were you wrongly accused at one point in your life? This is vital information I need to know. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. I don't think she likes prosecutors very much. Call me crazy. I'm getting the vibes. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunch with something. Officer, this one. Never mind. Never mind. I take it. You scare me. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. 'Cause you poison your lunches that you hand out, girl. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones. The one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. Phoenix, follow along here. It's not that hard. You took the bar exam, baby. This should be easier than that. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Luckily, I'm a defense lawyer. I ain't a prosecutor. I'm actually an ace attorney, if you didn't know. I'm not a prosecutor. Okay. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Stark? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. But did she? Because she seems like she has a thing against prosecutors. If you got like the chief prosecutor, you could get revenge against her for what the fuck ever this is. I ain't buying it. I really ain't. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. I don't like the way you're talking about a murder. I'm gonna be honest. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears, and the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. Hold on. How many lunchboxes of sin does she pack to make that journey, I wonder? It's not even that funny. Hold on. She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? She's... what is it? She's like a sidekick, basically. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Stark? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. Is that me? The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. Wow, it didn't really take much fighting. I don't even want to appreciate part of the Trilobite's flavor, sorry. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. Fuck! She's got a boyfriend, fuck! Never mind! My boyfriend works in the security room at the prosecutor's office. Okay, bad, sad she has a boyfriend. Anyway, but okay, so her boyfriend's security, here. In that room, up here, y'all. He looked at the parking garage. He could see this all go down. And she has a thing against prosecutors. I don't know. I don't know if I would ride for my girl this much, but I think he's lying. And I think she's lying. And I think everyone's lying. And I think this is a big setup to get rid of Chief Prosecutor. Because she's got a weird vendetta. Your boyfriend? See the skating room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. Well, she can't romance while he's on the job. You have to stay professional. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Use of analysis, not. Useful, sorry. Did I say, what the fuck did I just say? Whatever, prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Wow, what gave that away? Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Then tell them to take a shower. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Ew. Wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble. What gave you that idea? That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking. Now you're talking. Fuck! God damn! It's fine. I just can't speak. It's gone. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. I think she's a little loose in the head. Little few screws. Help me! Few screws loose. Bad as fuck, but I gotta go. Y'all see this? You know what that looks like? And why is the Steel Samurai here? He follows me everywhere. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Okay, hey, undefeated, by the way. Like 4 or 5 win streak. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Hi, Picky! Like, I don't see Edgeworth. Why does he got the Steel Samurai? That's why I want to know. I didn't know he fucked with it like that. On God. Huh? Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. You know him from somewhere? Of course. I'm his biggest fan. Girl, get behind me, because I'm his biggest fan. We can duke this out right fucking now. That's my man. My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister is the chief prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you. I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. No, Mr. Wright ain't do nothing about nothing. Hey, don't blame me. We're just trying to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. It all comes back. It's all full circle. All roads lead back to Edgeworth. Sorry, handsome. Nice car, though. Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Hey, Vicky, how you been? Missed ya. So, the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? First off, what a greeting. Secondly, I just got you innocent for murder. Why the fuck would I go around accusing you of murder? I love you so much, but damn. After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. I love his little face. He looks so cute. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait. No, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. No, that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the... Oh my god, it's a lot of prosecutor. It's like the poison for Cusco. The poison specifically for Cusco. The poison made for Cusco. I'm tired of saying prosecutor. So he'll be there at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? How you been? It's be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? No. Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. I will clear you of all wrongdoing. You've never done anything wrong in your life, and I love you. Forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. Not me. I love Edgeworth. I'm a ride or die. Specifically on that first part. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? Why is it in red? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? It's a valid question. Maybe it was just the closest car, okay? I will give her that one. Maybe it's just the closest car. Okay? It probably wasn't even her. Not only that, she stabbed him with my fuck, dude, fuck. Maybe she did do it, and Edgeworth is in fact her aunt. Cause how you get his car and his knife all in one? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Okay, no prints. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure? Phoenix, why the fuck are you asking this question? Now you've pissed him off. Come on, can he take a joke? You're gonna look this man in the face and ask if he can take a joke. Are you on guard? He's unguarded a little bit with us. I mean, you know, he's warmed up to us a little bit more, but I don't think we're there yet. Look at him. You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Love you so much. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Is this what I think it is? Do I even have to say it at this point? Like, for real. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. I mean, he looks pretty tall. Surely he can just reach up fine. He must have someone get them for him. I can't wait to see my Pookie Bear. Strange, why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? You must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Okay, that's just mean. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. He just like Levi in my mind, for real. My. What an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. I clicked on the fucking samurai. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. When... Edgeworth, are you cheating on me? Wendy, Wait! Is that... And beside it, a giant steel set. Is it the old lady? Is it the fucking old lady security from episode 3? Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, but it fucking is. Never mind, she can't steal my man. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? No, I am, girl. Step in line. See? I don't think so. Unless he likes him a little older. You never know. You never know. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Thank you. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. I'm good. I got it. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. I didn't go restart problems. I was asking a question. Why are we getting defensive? I'm the defense attorney. You're the prosecutor. That's my job. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. So he's just really good at this job, I guess. Given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors at the PD on the day of the Moeda. Okay. Work desk is quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Okay. Strange, why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Why is Phoenix having, like, schizophrenic thoughts of Detective Gumshoe right now? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. No, I'd be scared. Isn't he scared of heights? I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's nice. Is that a threat? That's handy to know. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his... Why are we writing fan fiction? I'm into it, but why are we writing fan fiction? He goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. His big, beefy, buff arm. Nice. One thing about me, I love a forearm. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth. You and me both. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the sea. Phoenix, are you gonna stop her? He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? Okay. Why can't I look at this again? So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors! Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? Suspicious. Can I actually ask him why, or? This is you were the best of the best last year, huh? You would take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. Yeah, I have. We actually got tased in the records room. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? Why does it matter? I got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Yeah, probably. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the Moeda? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Why is that in red? Write that down. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. She said the murder took place at 5:21? I think that's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. That's fair. That's fair. He just like me. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. Sorry, I thought it was 5:29. So the murder happened right after you got back. What? Right. I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, wow. Oh. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. I'm kind of feeling maternal towards him. Hold on. He's a little goober. I'm kind of feeling maternal. Report? What? Did you find new evidence of the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not this report, sir. So, I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you! I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir! Give me your name! Whatever you want. Yes, sir! Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins! Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Whoa! Edgeworth, don't be a bitch. He didn't do anything. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day to give her all brains and good luck. Phoenix, you're so fucking mean. I guess at least he keeps it inside. Right? Yes, sir. God, you caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now, whenever you want. Let's do what he says, Mr. A. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems I finally calmed down at least. I feel bad for Meekins. Hey. Alright, let's go to the police department. Oh, they got the little mascot. Do you remember in the last episode? He was like, I will get this mascot if it's the last thing I do. He did it. Woo, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Damn, that is a long time. To the police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? He's kind of cute. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the blue badger. See? He did it. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over your he's rapidly approaching your current location. Oh, it was my baby. He was dancing with the he was dancing with oh my god, he's so cute. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. So busy, he has dance at 3:30. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so beefed at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Skye's sister. Whoa! Chief Prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issues with oh my god, English! It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal for— Baby, no! Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. Lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? This is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. I love him and I need him so bad. He could fix me. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief believes himself was directing this investigation, pal. Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene? It's unheard of, pal. I believe you, baby. I do. And I think it's stupid. I think Detective Gumshoe should have the lead. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Bull Badger? It's my masterpiece. Did he fucking make it? You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs. I just did my thing, pal. I need him. I love him. Detective Gumshoe, if you have 0 fans, I am dead. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so just dance until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Why do I need this? Why is this but my court record? Okay. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that? Your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I'll have somewhere to cried. Ooh, brown nosing. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Something like that. I guess I'll present him with the ID. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal! The detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Me and Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. I'm gonna get him like a little ID holder. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's the victim! That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Okay. So, this ID card belonged to the victim. It was a detective, like myself, Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Yeah, no, because, I'm telling you now. It's the security guard and that weird lady. She charmed me, bedazzled me with her looks for a little bit. I see through it. I'm thinking with this head, okay? Promise. I take this very serious. This is real life. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. I like his little baby doll eyes. They're very brown. They kind of remind me of Kiryu from Yakuza. Evidence transfer? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but what is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Do I have anything else for you to look at? Or do you want to talk to me a little bit more about the Blue Badger? As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I'm no better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. Okay. Or what about this? You know anything about this? Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal! Got an award for diligence myself. Oh, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award of S.H.I.E.L.D.? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Did he forget? Like, apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. I don't give a fuck. You know something about this? Found out in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? You had a source file. Oh wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be coincident. Yeah, you're telling me. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Okay, I think we're... Oh, Edgeworth's troubles. Okay. In a tough spot. Again. Again? Alright, yeah, but he didn't do that one, he didn't do this. So... You know what I'm saying? And I am his lawyer. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. Mr. Edgeworth found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Yeah, no, this is fucking bullshit. I am the court of law, and I am not a dirty lawyer. None of that. In fact, I would argue I went against the dirtiest of fucking prosecutors and proved Edgeworth innocent. These people are fucking stupid. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. Okay, so... It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. Oh, so they think he framed her to get her out of the position so he could take over. That would be fucking stupid. And he did it with his car and his knife. I don't... Okay. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. And I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marsh is just a regular officer. From West LA. Okay. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Me neither. He looks more like John Marston. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and I'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Chief Detective Gumshoe allows Barry to investigate the crime scene. That's my man. That's my man! I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like it's supposed to be, though. Nobody will look at you twice, pal. You're right, you're right. Alright, back to the underground parking lot. God, my nose feels so stuffy right now, but it's only this one nostril. It's pissing me off already. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. See in my dreams tonight that... Ugh. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Wait. Wait, is she girl bossing? Does she have two boyfriends and she makes them kiss? I gotta respect her. Can I be your third? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost his herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of crime scene. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, my bad. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. Cold grave for men who lost their dreams. And me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. Whatever the fuck you say, man, sure. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the... Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna use my own bare hands. They're gonna have to investigate another fucking murder. Oh, present. My bad, guys. Okay, present this. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go straight to the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction for Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our Gold Strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Fuck yeah, sure, whatever. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Okay. Well, sure, man. Tell me about the victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, where aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Death due to blood loss. One knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. It's high noon. I love you, Matthew Mercer. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You call me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. You ain't from Texas, you're from West LA, pal. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. What if it's him? What if he helped set this all up? What if he wants to become a detective? There's a detective spot open now. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye on in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. I will kill you. Don't ever talk about my man like that ever again. You keep his name out your mouth. That is because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Those are both my boyfriends. Watch what you say. Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? I don't like him. I hope he goes to jail. Hot take. Okay. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 675, 12-2. Look, something's written on it. Okay, that's nice. You're right. Let's see. Oh, 6-7 that was a 5, my bad. 12 tour. The name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. It fell out his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Not to self for deductive reasoning. Go to Edgeworth, not right. Okay, hey! I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. He might. Maybe it has something to do with like the case files, because they said they were whatever. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body, was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Okay, it's all well and good. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Oh, damn. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. What an outline. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Fuck yeah. Right, let's check it out. Oh. The game plays for me. Open. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. A, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Bro, he's not even that old. He's like 24. What a fucking weird, like... Hold on. Ah, got it. Now to see who the owner of this phone called Flask. Got it. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. I'm being flamed by a 16-year-old. Okay, Firebeat. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Well, you killed our party, first and foremost. Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. Sorry, I forgot he talks funny. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone, except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who'd she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone Phoenix, you cannot be a defense attorney and not put 2 and 2 together. Like, love him so much, but oh my god. Remember he was talking about how common sense ain't so common? Yeah. Someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. I think he wants to shoot me. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Okay. Would I go back to the detention center and go to her? Do you have anything to say? Okay, yeah. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. Now, I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina. How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... lovers? Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Lovers? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blown through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? It was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. Something Ace Attorney. That's me! But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person, but they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. What? Chief Prospector Lana Sky. She's spreading rumors about my man? Hold on. What the fuck? What, my sister? Yeah, hold on. Edgeworth couldn't rustle all this cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? There is a big-ass conspiracy going on here. Hold on. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Oh, for sure. Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's a jazzy little beat, but am I supposed to know what this is? Oh, it's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? Ooh, hit her Achilles. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. Uh-huh. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Suspicious. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. You think? Everyone in this whole thing is suspicious except for my two Pookies. Because I know Edgeworth ain't do it, and I know Flashbang, and I know Detective Gumshoe ain't do it. That's why they took him off the case. Because we're just we're too good of a dynamic trio together. Trial former? The fuck does that mean? Okay. How did the investigation go, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area, precisely. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. Mia said I should always believe my client's innocence, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to trust some rando over Mia. The defendant is called to trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Skye, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her, and that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Hey. I think Mia has infested my brain. So, you know, maybe there is help. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Okay, I don't know if I want you in there. You're kind of part of the problem. Can we meet again, Edgeworth? Funny seeing you here. I hate this fucking judge. He is so dim-witted. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Yep. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings won't be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. No, I love you. It will be a part. I love you. I want you so bad. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office. My bad. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. I don't trust her. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen? Yep, sure. Whatever. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. It looks gross. I love fish eggs, like the little orange ones they put on like sushi and stuff. I don't know about caviar though. Never had it. The judge is really wolfing it up. The judge is so easily swayed. We need a new judge. In every trial I've been, holy shit. And for you, I have a Fiestable. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how's it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. Ew. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me next. Put me on the stand. What's up? Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I'm a professional. What the fuck does that even mean, bro? Like, What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. Okay, what happened? This is why she doesn't like prosecutors. I'm telling you now. She was a first-rate homicide detective, and that just didn't work out for her, and now she's doing lunches. Watch it be the prosecutor that fucked her over is in fact the suspect, Lana Skye. Call it now. What? Miss Star was a detective? I know who you are. Cough up? Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? He just told you she's a first-rate homicide detective. That means, excuse me, that means she's pretty good. Or was pretty good. Until she did whatever she did. If I might have the court's attention over here. Alright, lock in. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why? It was me, Your Honor. Okay. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth. Fuck, dude. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Okay, log in. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. Yeah, because you planned the whole thing and you're framing her. Next question. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife in Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being Why are we saying it like this? So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay, we're gonna press absolutely everything. I don't trust her one bit. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. Why are you bowing? She's literally... Does he know he's part of that sentence? The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they're used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I'd found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. This is extremely suspicious. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawed. Please. Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. Okay. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend. Not that boyfriend. Girl boss. The security guard. That boyfriend. You have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Karen Jordan is crazy! Yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. Holy shit! I'll stick with the lunches things. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot, in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Excuse me. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she's in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps with my finally detective's intuition. You said something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese? A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. What the fuck is she talking about? That I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as I don't think you are. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. The wire fence was the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Okay. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. But Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed, it was. We've been here before, haven't we? What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you were sure was the defendant. I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. A little too certain, you ask me, you know what I'm saying? If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. That's precisely what I'm doing. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. Precisely. Fuck you, Edgeworth. I love you so much. We'll kiss after this, promise. You may want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. She thinks she's Jack Krauser. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me? I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Your judge, your honor, man, she is threatening me in the court of law. That was inspired. You fucking for real right now? I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Fuck, dude. Yeah, this ain't looking so good, Phoenix. The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took it. This is a little too convenient. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose it's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. Damn. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. I think it's that boyfriend that works in it. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Fuck, dude. Uh-oh, there's unmistakably Lana Skye. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Looks like murdering. That, like, call me crazy. That's what it looks like to me. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. Okay? You can't testify to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Phoenix, we're losing the plot. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor? So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she starts pointing to blah blah blah. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already... So, by the time she realized what was going on, she'd already taken a picture. Like, it was already too late. And you didn't scream out at all, you just took a picture. This is way sus. Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, right? We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that! She hates joy and whimsy. Okay. The wire fence. She probably was wondering. What do I have? Usually traces of victim's blood, no fingerprints. Are we sure? Supposed to be the victim's blood. Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekend roughing it in the wild. I doubt it. I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. There's a scary thought. Is that... I think that's all there is. Okay. What do I have? I have the parking stub. This, of course. Goodman's autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood. 1 knife wound. Died within an hour and a half. 4 p.m. Assessment. One was cut by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Okay. Why am I already stuck is my question. Well... Present her with something. So I need to push this again. What's wrong with the brigade generator? Never mind, it's nothing. Okay. So I don't really have anything. I have this. What type of maybe hold on. Tomorrow is a day like this will come. I was on my way to deliver lunch back to my boyfriend when I sensed something impressive by finally honed detection. The wire fence was the chief prosecutor staring next to Gabe's car. She's holding a knife in her right hand. Then she starts to bring a knife. Hold it! I don't... Okay, whatever. Can't testify. Whatever. What the fuck do I do here? Hold on. But that's just so okay. So, objection! Oh, that was an accident. I meant to inspect that. Whoops! It worked. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon. Actually, I would take that. I love salmon. I'm sure that's a fine lunch. Your Honor, lock in, Choom. But isn't that odd? Look at this. Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? We fucking got her. It was an accident, but we got her. Nobody's impressed. Everyone's... Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. Where's my big objection? Are they taking this from me? That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet, it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! Objection! How can you tell that? The blood on the coat, Phoenix. God, I think you need glasses, handsome. Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's black and white photograph. Oh, Phoenix, I love you. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ah, shit, I might. You got a better idea. Objection! Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. We found a contradiction. We fucking did it. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Hold on, I'm still holding it. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Objection! Yeah, objection. What? Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? God forbid a girl be a little fashionable. Like she's just serving cunt. She's not serving for murder. Surgical gloves made... Sorry, I thought they were more like the cool gloves, like leather gloves or something. Not surgical. Surgical gloves made out of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? Going through the files so you don't get them oiled up and gross? I can think of a million different ways, Phoenix. If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Yeah, I think I would take the L on this one. Maybe Phoenix is better than me, but I would just be like, damn, you guys are right. Pronounce her guilty. These gloves do seem to be tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. Murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Ow. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? That's true. That's what I was thinking. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Going evil. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Yeah, on your front. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show them that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, right? Okay, you said it before anything else. Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep her eyes cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? So raising having her panic makes me calmer. Okay. But if it was planned, why would she use Edgeworth's knife? That's just something she found in the trunk of the car. Suck my dick, Miss Starr. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Okay, that's nice. Do you see where I'm going with this, anybody? What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon? A red car? All belonging to the prosecutor there? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? I think we should kick these people out, can I be honest? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon! Oh, yup, fucking got her. She thinks I'm stupid. Everyone else in the court might be stupid, but not me. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Okay. That's nice. The box lunch just fell out of nowhere. Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Maybe don't jinx it quite yet. Right? I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. I think Edgeworth might genuinely be psychic. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. No, for real. Because she's not about to go against a big beefy man with just her hands. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. He's got me there. He's got me there. The defendant, Alana Skye, murder detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now? But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was all planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? Oh, she's evil again. My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Jesus. Okay, her deduction. Let's hear what she's got to say. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Again and again, he was stabbed once. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. He was stabbed once. I know exactly where I'm going with this one. Okay, that's what she called it. I'm sure the chief prosecutor nothing could drive the human machine. I present to you the autopsy. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. Bitch, you just got grass in that box? I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. Ooh. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Good show me. I pointed it out. What a hunk. He's my hero. She just like me. Twins. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness. You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. Yeah, what if she just spilled, like, what if she just accidentally shook with Coke and it's all over my jacket. You can't even tell, it's in black and white. Could just be that. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Why are you looking at her chi-chis? Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least. Okay, but you're saying you witnessed the whole crime. And you're saying you've mistaken him getting stabbed multiple times. Does nobody else think this is falling apart? Like, what? And tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how grisly the whole scene was. Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck, so she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice. She's right. Yeah, how? But it's up here, not down here, by her boobie. What? But wait, isn't it odd that you took that for splattered blood? Not quite a first-rate homicide detective, is she now? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. That's entirely different. A judge with a bib, that's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Miss Wright, this is our chance! Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. Short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, would it depend on the size of the candle? Sorry. I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. But why would she hold a grudge? Pray tell. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See? We agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you get a lunchbox with pretzels? What the fuck does that mean? I get it. That's why my lunch was so small. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. I don't think he's good at his job, point blank period. Can I be honest? The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. It's simple? That doesn't answer. I fucking hate you. Hold on. Parking lot footprints. There's this picture. I've already used that. The parking lot footprints won't matter. The cell phone. Sorry. Okay. You said that we haven't told us what you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, Rookie. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Trying to interrupt again. Rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half baked. Something's not baked or aren't. It's you. Not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick with it. Edgeworth! No. Why did you believe blah blah blah? Her actions speak for themselves. That's why she called the victim over to the prosecutor's office. Okay. You have no proof that Miss Skye called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. She's got me there. Love her or hate her. She's right. Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There's no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Skye's cell phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness, why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? Do I... Shut the fuck up. Hold on. Do I present this, the memo? Because that would explain why he was there. Or do I... That's where she could... Maybe I present it here, okay? Objection! Or do I do it next? I don't know. The music didn't stop. Fuck. This is the only thing I can think of. I've pressed everything. All I have is this that I can think that would work. Objection! Okay. Fuck you, Your Honor. You're a bitch. Don't. Her red muffler, like, that's how grisly the whole scene was? There was, like, no blood. Death loss due to blood. One knife wound died within an hour and a half before 4 p.m. Victims. Okay. I genuinely don't know, actually. I've pressed everything. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. Do I... Hold on. You check it out, there's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed as Von Car... That's probably a well-rare resource. Does she know? Okay, what door I door? Do I offer up the phone? Because the last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. I genuinely couldn't find, like... Well, she said, wait.
Objection!
Fuck, I genuinely meant to hit tab. This is actually gonna be the death of me. Oh my god. But the thing is like, hitting enter. She doesn't even have the scarf on. Like, and this doesn't count. Or did I put it on the wrong thing? Hold on. Apollo's speaking to me. Oh, that's crazy. Hold on. Whoa, that's crazy. Star testing. Yeah, 1 second. It's Apollo. It's Apollo. Sent the crime photo on the statement. Wasn't right. I thought I fucking did I not?
Objection!
I guess I was on the wrong sentence. My bad. Anyway, I had the right line of thinking, so if you think about it,
Objection!
it's not actually cheating. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim, and you've proved it yourself with this photograph. We fucking got her. But that can't be! Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Okay, hey. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really? Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. But what? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. I don't think she did shit about shit. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Yeah, that she's a liar. Okay, apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Yeah, I'm fucking sure. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You are quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake, bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. Arr, maybe. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Isn't everybody? The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Okay, let me see. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. So where's this partition on the floor pans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her. Do you even have like the legal rights to do that? You say quickly. Were you? Wasn't she on the? She said she was on the other side of the wire. You're a lying ass bitch. As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her. But there's a partition. There's like the wired wall. No, press her. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in the Lee block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. So how did you get through there? But there's a chain link fence. I know she did a whole ass all the way around, and then that's when the suspect was like, well, I guess I try to hide now. Oh, you're fucked. I went over it, of course. You expect me to believe that, deadass. Amazing, the Coffee Queen, lunch lady, athlete. You believe that, Your Honor? It would have taken a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. That's what I'm fucking saying. She's lying. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Because she's a liar. She is a liar. Quickly caught her. I don't think you fucking did. I'm gonna present this. If I lose Sparkle, I'm pissed off. God damn it! What do you mean? I promise you, her ass is not climbing over that. I'm gonna kill the judge. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you my testimony, cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone, she can't mean. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see Miss Star. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's broken. That's right, near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall, and it's broken. Apparently it was out of order, so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Lord Muffler was overheard during call me, damn it. 518. Okay. Saw it all. How should I use phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Ah, I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Chief prosecutor shot the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she... How would you know there is a wall? Anyway, then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And you just became fucking Lara Croft real quick. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. You're fucked because no, you didn't. Chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star resistance. Hold on. She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed oh my god, she brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pate of foie gras. Huh? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There was an oil drum laying on the side of the crane. What is going on? I can't fucking speak. I think I'm reading faster than I'm talking. It's tripping me up. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The parking lot entrance. Yeah, wide fucking open, by the way. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries. Wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So Miss Guy tried to run? I'm sorry my sister's so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. I know she didn't. I don't like you. She mentioned the muffler. I saw it all. No, you fucking didn't. I'm just like, cause no, she didn't. Yeah, no. Okay. Cause there's that large wall in the way. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. Don't object me. If you sit down and let me speak, you'll see what I'm on about. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. I'm not so sure about that, honey. Sit down and buckle up, 'cause I got a story for you, handsome. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. See, she does have a personal vendetta against this very specific prosecutor. And I know it was you and your stinky little boyfriends. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. We got her. Easy, Gags! I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? Oh. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies! Get her, Phoenix! That was a fucking bar! Grr.
Objection!
Don't object, it's true. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie the witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... what she saw is what I'm guessing. Hold on. Oh. Where? I'm trying not to lose any sparkle. Miss Skye tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it'd be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from different location.
Objection!
You can't object. I'm getting the security. Maybe the security room, Loki. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let him spit his shit, Edgeworth. Let me ask you a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard till now points in one direction. The place from where Miss... Oh my god. Okay. But the thing is, she couldn't see the crime. She was in the security room, right? Ooh. Hold on. Oh. Cause she wouldn't be able to. But that's like she was bringing her boyfriend lunch. So maybe that's the only way she could see the phone. Oh, my sparkle. This is the only place where she could have been. Okay, music stopped. I'm good. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. Okay, no, you can't see over there. Okay. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, we got her. How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has gotten the better of Angel Starr. Witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Skye? Only because she kicked her off the force, even though I'm sure she did something worth being kicked off of, because they wouldn't just kick you off willy-nilly. I'm sorry. Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. True, this is like really roundabout. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. Okay, can you just give me like a little bit of a moment to celebrate?
Objection!
Objection! It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk her without a good reason. Hold on. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Okay, Miss Starr witnessed the crime from security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from block B block. Sorry, not block B. That's the K-pop group. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Difference in lighting? No. Angle of the view of the crime. Why would that matter? Distance to the crime, I guess? Oh, we're good. Music stopped, we're good. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. Don't object me, I'm getting there. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. Objection! What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Got him. Uno. Bitch. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness, you. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to an edible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. I don't give a fuck about your boysenberry. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. Okay. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene, but the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Did you go through the fucking glass? I'm not believing this. What the fuck? That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. And you know that shit's serious, because you know what a very good utensil is? A fucking spork. And I will argue until the day I die. A spork is the great. I don't like forks personally, but I can fuck with a spork. I think they have their uses. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. See? That's one thing the judge and I can agree on. That was good. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Raise the objection! Objection! Yeah, slam that, Spooky. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. I think that would be a little less than al dente. I think it would still be a little crunchy, actually. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Precisely. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. No. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Precisely. Oh, okay. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Get fucked. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on the account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Thank God. That was long. Eh? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's what you tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Nah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Oh, woohoo! A triple decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Oh my god. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Okay, lock in. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe, did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Why does she have it? Why is it not? Okay. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Objection!
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends and friends. She's got me there! In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? This seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. That's a fact, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective, as I mentioned previously. This shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensic department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Ooh. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You can at least study some evidence law, really. Prosecution complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Skye. Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay. Yeah, why didn't you? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This one, the suspect is admitting she did it. Right? Like, she's literally like, yeah, I fucking did it. Lock me up, put the handcuffs on, take me to jail right now. I don't care. I don't even want a defense attorney. Like, but false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. Now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe is my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. True. And she could have tampered with it. Now tell us what you did next. 2 types of blood were found as one of the first victims. So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. Okay, and the other blood matched her. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Ah. Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from blood tests whether a murder was committed in cold blood. I mean, he's not wrong. Why is that's just a figure of speech, Mr. Actually, we can't differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person, or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results, but they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. So the suspect's blood was found in the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. This shoe proves it's flawless, decisive evidence. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Ew. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client. She's had enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yes. If I'm not imagining things, I say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, Ricky. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. It sure is, bloody. That's... Hold on. I'm just spinning a shoe. Fuck, dude. Is this supposed to pop yellow? I'm supposed to find something. What could be... Because, okay, he gets stabbed. This could dribble, and then there's blood on the bottom. It says he bled out from a singular stab and didn't die instantly, so... Okay. Okay. I don't think it'd be this. This seems fine. Like, you get stabbed, you know, you're gonna a little bit. Take that! Blood on the bottom! I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be blood on the bottom. Whoa. Your Honor, she's threatening me again! Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, you know what there wasn't? Footprints. Bloody footprints, might I add. Nothing, nada. You're done now. It makes sense the victim was stabbed with a knife. It makes sense that there's blood on top. What could possibly contradict about blood on the bottom of his shoe? I see there's nothing. Nothing. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? We got him! She's done! She's a bitch. As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody. Was she taking a giant, really big step? I don't think so, edgy boy. Objection. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort, and they wouldn't have cleaned that up. Well, witness? What? Huh? We're going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? No, baby, come on. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint of the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. Yeah, right? She's very nonchalant, actually. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that? I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. God! Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty? No. The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Ooh, that ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Skye's right hand was hurt. Did she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. But... Ooh, enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. Am I taking my first L in court? But Angel Star's on the prosecution side. Fuck! She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Nothing. You find her nothing, Your Honor. Hold it! Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? That's her problem? That's why she stopped the verdict? Are you kidding me? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister had evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, tell me of something else. This is never gonna end, is it? The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your thrusts will scare the cough up, Queen. Look at this. Why do you have that picture? A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I've seen no room for error in this evidence. But Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Ooh. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I know I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Damn. I'm sorry, Mia. Right? Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. What could we possibly have? This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time, I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor! Guess what? It's me! Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand out my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah? I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem with this photograph. That the fact there's something in the tank? I only have one for... Okay, let me... Okay, I just like... my god.
Take that!
The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. And why would it be there? Because Edgeworth had just gotten into the the parking lot. He was there about like 3 minutes before the actual murder took place. Why would there be something in his exhaust, I think? The car's muffler? Wait just a minute, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part of a car. Part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Objection!
Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. Well, what? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this pizza cloth in the muffler. I can't fucking speak. Can't speak. Okay. Not this. Okay, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Nor does he. Autopsy's not gonna do anything. There's this note. Still don't know what that is. Take that. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confuse my earlier testimony. Okay, we're getting there. I am so fucking tired. Not gonna lie to you. Muffler? Yeah! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, okay, that's nice, sweetie. Oh my god. Well, seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew, that was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry. I'm free! God, that was long as fuck! I love this game, but damn, I slept like shit last night. I'm tired. Okay, let's save. And then, Alt F4 that bitch. Okay. So that's that for the... Let me see. Yeah, 2.5 hours. I'm good. I'm done. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Same time, you know, all that. Let me close this real quick. Okay. See everyone mañana. Around 7:30, we'll see. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Goodbye.